If you had a week to make a montage for $100, what would you do to make your montage stand out and be unique? Today we are taking a look at 3 Rocket League editors that had the opportunity to do that very thing. Our 3 editors will be competing against each other to see who can come up with the best 1-minute long montage and walk away with the $100 grand prize. The 5 clips that the editors used were provided by the incredible Gamers Ready coach Polar. Be sure to check out his link in the description. Finally, each editor had 1 week to work side by side with the awesome music producer DJ to create an original track for their montage. After the week was up, myself, French 1000 Island, and the montage legend himself Zeke got together and rated the montages from 1 to 10. Highest score walks away with the prize. Let's first take a look at Coltrane's submission. Zeke, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, so I appreciated his passion, or I don't know about his passion, but his enthusiasm and his, God, what's the word? His creativity, I guess. Okay. It's clear that he needs some more time just put into practicing the basics, because I think the polish needed a little bit of work. But you could tell he was really trying to do interesting things with it.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. When I look at people, because I see a lot of submissions in my Discord and stuff, a lot of people are just trying to copy other things that they see or just do really basic things, and you can tell that this guy, even though he's not, I don't know how experienced he is, but he's trying to do interesting things from the
I think the thing for me when I was watching it was the lack of kind of a theme, I guess. It kind of seemed to switch like color palettes and I don't know, like the blurred background kind of went in and out. It didn't seem to have like the same kind of consistency all the way through.
Yeah, it's definitely good to be consistent.
French, what were your thoughts?
So I definitely agree with both of you. I feel that while there were like solid attempts, like you could kind of see where it was going to go. However, I think it just wasn't quite executed as maybe it was intended to be. I kind of felt that it was almost like they were trying too hard to do flashy edits. While it's awesome that they, had the motivation to try that sort of stuff, it makes it very difficult to, from a montage sense, to see what the player is actually trying to do.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with both of you.
Cool. Zeke, what would you give this on a scale from 1 to 10, Coltrane's montage?
Oh, geez. Okay, well, I'm really harsh on this stuff because I'm super harsh on myself. So, no, I'll give him like a 6.
Okay, perfect. That's actually my score as well, so perfect. Okay. French, what is your final score?
I could go with the pack on this one. I think I'm gonna honestly. I mean, maybe I'm just a little more forgiving. I'm gonna go with like a 7.
Cool.
I think editing wise and with the original track that was behind it, I think it was pretty solid.
Cool. Next, let's look how TK's montage turned out. French, what were your thoughts on TK's montage?
Honestly, in my opinion, this was my least favorite. Not in like that sounded too excited. Out of the 3, I think this one was the safest. At the end of the video, they did say probably spent like 2 hours tops on it, you know, blah 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 blah, which honestly it shows. For example, when they would go sort of fly into the ground and then come back up for the next play, which was a really cool transition.
I love that transition.
It was a great transition, but then they did it once, maybe twice, and then all the rest were just dissolves. And I was like, oh wait, I like that, but I want more of that. But I personally, I would have liked to have seen more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I actually take like the opposite role, because I think if you throw in like a special transition like that, it makes me want to go back and watch that again. Because I think in a 1 minute, montage, you don't want to put, a special thing in there too much, or it's not going to be special. And that was like the one transition that made me go, whoa. And so I liked that it wasn't in there like so much, at least personally. Zeke, what do you think?
Right. Specifically about the transitions, I've had experience making like a lot of the editing contests. You don't expect submissions to be any longer than like a minute and a half. They're usually like 40 seconds to a minute. So I kind of have experience packing you just try to get as creative as you possibly can in that tiny amount of time. So when I see a transition like that, it shows me that the person was putting time and thought into every step of the recording process, because you have to have that ahead of time where you know exactly which shot ends when and which shot picks it up. And then it just kind of falls off. So yeah, I think the more you include that, the more memorable the montage is.
Gotcha. So you are with French in saying,
I don't think you should do the same transition multiple times.
So
but
a few
I
more
think
exciting transitions maybe.
Yeah,
okay.
And the more you look for that stuff, that's where the creativity really comes
Yes.
from. When you're trying to push and force something, then you kind of discover something else, and then it turns into
There you go. French, what would you give TK on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd say overall, I think I'm like a 5.
All right. Zeke, what do you think?
I had no idea these were original tracks. They're like really good. So, okay, call me a editing boomer, but I don't like all the spline shots and all these montages they're using spline. Everybody cheat. They don't have to learn how to use the other one. They just use this one because it's more responsive, but I don't like the look.
Okay.
So that takes it down. I think this one had a lot more of the fundamentals down compared to the one before, but it was lacking that creativity.
Okay.
So I'd give it like a 3.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I was gonna go with a 7 actually for this one. Lastly, let's check out Hyri's submission.
I can take your pain away. I can take it. I can take
for this one, I mean, this was my favorite personally. I like how he put the block lettering in there. That looked really nice. I like that there was words in his track, and the track was really kind of upbeat, kind of had like a cool beat drop in the middle. And I think the only negative thing that I'd say about this one for me personally, I liked the flashes at the beat, but I think at one point it got a little too much. I was like, you know, blinking my eyes at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think overall he did a really, really good job with it.
I think this one definitely struck the best balance between polish and creativity.
Yeah.
The eye flashes, I'm watching it back now, it's painful. I like that he's going for the 3D text. It's really hard and the tracking is a little bit off, but that's okay. The advice I would give is like maybe work more with the motion curves to get actual time remapping, because most of the clips are kind of the same speed.
Gotcha.
The take it out of context is hilarious.
French, what do you think?
So I agree with both of you in that this is my favorite. I think that this one had the best cross between being cinematic while also showing the play, not only once but actually like twice. You could watch it from the original angle, and then obviously the with the different movements. But something else too that I really appreciate about this video, and again, it might just be my monitor, but I'm pretty sure it's not. The colors in this one just seem more vibrant, and when it comes to montages like that I like to watch, I like that because it then it doesn't feel like we're just watching a Rocket League clip. It almost feels like we're watching like a movie or like a story. Yeah, so overall this one,
you can see the effort that went into it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm consistent with my scores. I'm just gonna give this one an 8. Zeke, what do you think?
I'd also give it an 8. I think this guy clearly has the most experience with editing. I mean, maybe he doesn't, but he's like closer to the conventional style of. It just has the highest production value. So yeah, give it an 8.
Awesome. And French, what do you think?
For me, while I would love to be the awesome person to give them a score higher than you guys' I kind of just agree. I think 8 is kind of the perfect place to be. Yeah, it's for only having a minute and squeezing all of that production value into 1 minute. It was pretty good.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Awesome. 8s across the board. Huge congrats to Hyreath for winning the $100 grand prize. Special shoutouts go to DJ for working so hard on the music for the montages, French 1000 Island for helping sponsor this project, and also to Zeke for taking the time to be a guest judge. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe on the channel. All of your support really means so much. You guys have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next time.